Greetings and welcome back to Rise of Cultures. It's been a while since we got together. I do believe it was the Mali event, the end, which ended kind of successfully for me at least because I did get the 10th level building here, the madrasa, and it's giving me the two things I most want, which is research and food. Yeah, food is kind of a thing now. I am starting to rebuild, but upgrades are really expensive. Really expensive. I am having a little bit of an issue, and we're going to kind of talk about that. I want to talk about the progress I've made, too. And I mentioned research because things are getting expensive. All right, I have a couple extra points here from an incident. So at this point, I'm not really targeting anything, even though we are getting close to a cavalry upgrade. I'm just basically pouring them in. Now, I'm going to avoid this one for now. The reason is because most of what I'm getting for the Mayan Empire upgrades is you can build another building. Well, I can't build another building because I have nowhere to put anything. As a matter of fact, why don't we just pop over there and take a look at what I'm talking about? Because I can build a whole bunch of stuff, I just don't have any room for it. As you can see, I'm kind of trapped in here. As a matter of fact, this is a little bit interesting. Normally, when these things, these little constructions lay out, by the way, I'm sorry about the flashing. There's nothing I can do about that. As a matter of fact, I've actually installed a completely fresh emulator session, but it's still doing it. So I don't know what's causing it. No other game does that but this one. So I don't know if there's a problem with emulation. So I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Normally, when you have a building like this, it's on the top right and you build down and to the left of it. But in this case, you can actually build this way too. I don't know, can you build this way too? Yeah, you can. So basically that's kind of going to be in the center unless you actually move it. Because I can't build any more this way. See, I'm clicking to the left of that house there. That's as far as we can go. Now I can build over here, assuming I actually had plots, which I don't at the moment. So yeah, it wants me to build a lot more of everything. Homes, I can build 4 more homes. I'm supposed to build another priest home, but I don't have enough space for it anywhere. Quarries. Actually, I'm maxed out in quarries right now, except for the luxurious one. I can make another workshop or 2, but yeah, at least the mask workshop, but I can't do that because I don't have space. And I can make another small ritual site, but I just don't have space for it anywhere. So I need the military victories taking regions in order to get plots here. The next one will give me 1 plot. It'll give me a bunch of research too, but that's what's going on here right now. I am trying my best to keep things going in terms of production. I have the ancestor masks and the calendar stones coming out because I need them for upgrades in the other area. So that's something that's becoming a little bit of a bottleneck. But the big bottleneck is obviously the research at this point. In terms of goods, what I've been doing, you can see Byzantine area over here in the middle on the left. And I'm getting lots of planks because I have 2 workshops. So I try to keep this even. So what I do is I'll go over here. All right, I need 1, 2, 3 of those. And then I'm just going to turn around and sell the planks. Now, the planks actually do sell very well. And by that I mean they sell quickly. It wouldn't surprise me if they're gone in a minute or 2. So what I'm doing is I'm producing the planks, and then I'm using that currency in order to buy the other 2 to try to keep them fairly even, as you can see. Because generally speaking, they want all of them for upgrades. So that's what I can do right now. I can actually build another one I can see. Where is it here? See, I could build another carpenter. And that's probably not a bad idea. Because if I get a lot of the currency, I can actually do some. This one right here, I would have to move it because it's not in a happy area. By that I mean, right, you can see my 2 workshops down here in the middle. They're in the real happy zone because I want them producing as much as possible here. That tailor up there is not in the happy zone. It's in a mildly amused zone, not the real happy zone. The thing is, having a tailor isn't such a bad thing. But But I think I probably only need one, so I can get rid of that. I'm just going to have to reshape the way things work around here. It is kind of tricky to actually do that. All right, and I have the Colosseum now, as I mentioned here. And I did get an upgrade for the siege weapon. You can kind of see that it's a catapult now. And that was important because I was stuck in the previous region. I couldn't advance. But once I got the catapult, I was able to do that because it does do a significant amount of damage. I don't know if it does area attack because the animation seems to imply that, but I haven't really seen that. But it definitely did help. However, I am now kind of stuck because the thing is I need to advance here. We're going to go into combat right now. I need to advance here because you can see that over here I'm going to get a main expansion, which I really do need. I'm only going to get 2 of the research points, which kind of sucks. The thing is that there's nowhere else for me to attack right now. I have a feeling that this will open up next. I don't know if that's going to be the last stop of the Toltecs. We'll have to see about that. Okay, so let's take a look at this fight because I had a lot of problems with this. All right, so they have a lot going on here, and these walls are really annoying because they just kind of hide inside of them, and the cats count as cavalry. All right, so what I tried was kind of standard here, like this, and then I threw that in there. That lost miserably. And understand something, all of those units are upgraded for this era, because the last one to be upgraded was the catapult. So the only ones that are not upgraded are the cavalry and the heavy infantry. Those in the Byzantine area are the only ones that are not upgraded. So here's the thing. I'm thinking of another configuration. It does mean I have to take the siege weapon out. But the thing is that this did not work. It wasn't even close. And I do have my magical watch a video restore them going here. So I'd like to try something else, and I'd prefer not to do a mercenary commander unless unnecessary, because, the thing about it is if I'm doing it here to try to advance with all guys that are upgraded, that's a big problem, right? I mean, I do have a bunch of them, but I'd like to try something else first. All right, so let's just do a little bit of a callback over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to call back one of these guys. All right. Oh, I guess I'll just call them all back. It's okay. All right, so here's what I was thinking. Now, there are some cavalry over here, and it'd be better if they were all together, So what I'm thinking is, why don't we put 2 of these groups in here? All right, and then we'll put 2 of them in there like that, and I'll put them in, and then I'll stick some cavalry in the back. That's the most I can slip in. So basically what I'm doing, I'm taking one of my melee guys out and I'm substituting him for 2 groups of heavy infantry. And I'm taking the siege weapon out, the catapult, and I'm giving it 1 group of the cavalry. I have no idea if this is going to work out. Like I said, I'd prefer not to use a mercenary commander. If this fails and it looks like a mercenary commander will make the difference, then I'll do it. But it does mean that I might have to do that for every battle going forward. So, I am going to get upgrades for those other units at the top, the heavy infantry and the cavalry. I just don't have them now. So does that mean I'm going to have to wait until I have those upgrades, which are really far down the line, by the way, before I can continue doing this? That means I won't have any more space to expand the Mayan Empire. So, I really have to do this. All right, so let's see how this works out. And they went right to those. Okay, okay, yeah, I need you to kill the kitties. Okay, and him, please. Okay, and can we get him working on the walls? Okay, yeah, this is me in a lot of trouble, by the way, right now, because they have that wonderful wall. But I think I'm going to win this one because I am getting to these guys now. And over here. All right, we did that one. Ouchies. Okay, so let's watch a video and get them back. Okay, so they're back. Let's just try the next one and see if we can have similar results. All right, is it a similar setup? Okay, so we got those guys up the middle. But do you notice that the cats kind of ran around and basically went for the guys in the back? So I got to be able to fill those up, but unfortunately it's difficult to do that. All right, I am going to use the same configuration that I just used because after all, it did work, didn't it? So that's a benefit. All right, and throw them in, throw them in. All right, and then we'll throw you and you. I'm trying to see, it's still going to run around here. You know what it is? Because it seems that the melee kind of go up a bit, leaving a back right in there. All right, and we'll throw them in. All right, let's pull it back, and let's try that again. And they run right through the line. Okay, hold on a second. Here, put those guys in there to help fight. Okay, this is working out a little bit better. All right, I'm going to put the bulls in to help these guys. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. As long as they don't, okay, they zoned in on the elephant. All right, so at least their walls are down. If I can just stay alive long enough to get Leonardos's guys in there. Okay, get over there and get the bulls in there. Okay, that was really kind of close though. I mean, I had 3 archers left. So, I mean, the thing is, it is getting really challenging, and I would prefer not having to use a mercenary commander at this point in order to advance. Let's just take a look at them for a moment here. All right, so I did get half of this, but I do need to get this in order to get 1 plot of land. All right. All right, first things first, why don't I start rebuilding my forces here? All right, you, and I lost a lot of my archers over here. Okay, and then I have the horses. Okay, I think that's everybody. So at that point, I have upgraded this farm over here on the end. The thing is, the cost though, I mean, it's very costly to do it. And you only really get a small amount of increase. By the way, yeah, they all sold. One guy came and bought them all. That's the good thing about the planks. They really do sell quickly. So I'm thinking maybe making another one of them isn't such a bad idea. All right, so... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Right, I mean, they're very expensive and you're only getting like a small incremental increase. You know, but of course, you know, every increase is important, right? It's just that upgrading it is very expensive. Hold on, where is the upgrade? Yeah, I mean, 290,000 is, for food, is kind of pricey. Although, if I wanted to make another one of these, nope, not one of these. I keep clicking. You know, it's funny. I can't click on those when I want to. If I want to make another one of these, which is really what's making me currency at the moment, it costs me 3.9 million food, which is that's just an enormous amount. But I mean, I can see doing that. It's just not now, right? Because that would wipe me out in terms of food. So I'm hoping to build up some more in the future. Okay. So the thing is, let's look at the mercenary commanders. All right. So like I'm saying, having them for like a really single tough battle isn't a problem. If you have to use them to advance, that's a big problem. All right, so you can see I have 1 of each of these 3 over here, and then I have 6 of Queen Idia, and then I have 5 of Genghis Khan. Now, he is actually somebody who will run out in the battlefield and fight. He's very good, of course. We saw him once when we put him against Hannibal, I believe. So, now, what she is, she doesn't actually go on the battlefield. She's an attack. It's like a radius attack of arrows coming down, and it's a lot of damage, so it really does help. So if I was going to do that battle, I would definitely do it with her because I want to save Genghis Khan for those really tough ones. They have said that there's going to be more opportunities to get mercenary commanders in the future, so I'm hoping that that is going to be a thing. These three are actually good. It's just, like I said, I only have one of each of them, so once I use them, they're over. Largo, when I fought him, he was the toughest one. He actually gets in there and starts hacking everybody. Does it say what his health is? He's got a 60,000 health. That's the reason he was so hard to bring down. Look, if I look at Genghis Khan, he's got 9,375 health, right? But this guy here, 60,000 health. That's just, you win. See, 46. See, they're really rare. She doesn't have a health because she doesn't actually go in there and do anything. She's just an attack. It's a strong attack, does a lot of damage, and it's a radius, which is good. But the thing is that she doesn't have a presence. But, we used Genghis Khan, and he was really tough. But 60,000! I remember when I fought him, he was so hard to bring down. Everybody was beating on him and just couldn't do it. Now I understand why. I didn't realize he was that tough. But I just don't want to be in a situation where you have to use them in order to advance. Now, in this case, I found a different combo, and maybe that's what you need to do. The problem with the cats is that they just run right through to your back line, which is a bit of a problem when you have, melee protecting your archers. But, I am making progress here. It is slow, but we are moving along here. When this is done, I do have the materials in order to advance, and then over here. The thing is, the trade goods are not a problem. See, I need a little bit of pepper over there, but that's not a problem. I'll get it by then. They're not really a problem because you can get it, right? Now, the food is the tough one, because it's slow. So anytime that I pick up my food, I actually watch the videos. So you can see I'm still in the 20% range. Didn't that used to be a lot more? Just saying. But I do that whenever I pick up the food. So what it is what I do here, I can't do it at the moment because I have the military being restored, is that I do the 2 workshops here for the planks. I do one here. I've actually been doing these because, get that out of there, because they've been asking for those for advancement. So rather than buy them, I might as well produce them because, I do have a lot of the capes. I have 49,000 of the capes. But the tunics, they have been asking for them. So that's what I've been doing with that. Yeah, everything else in early Rome isn't a problem. But the tunics, yeah. I'm very into clothing, apparently, because in classic Greece, I still have 30,000 togas. Togas are very useful for parties, you know what I mean? Anyway, I am advancing. It is a bit challenging at times. The Mayan Empire is really hard to do because you have to do the military combats over here in order to advance. I was able to do those battles, but you can see they're kind of close. And as they get tougher, I guess maybe I'm going to get the upgrades for the cavalry and then the heavy infantry. Where are they again? The cavalry one is coming up. The infantry one, yeah, that's pretty far down the line, isn't it? It's near the end. So in that case, would I be better off putting in 2 sets of cavalry and maybe 1 of the heavy infantry? I don't know. Maybe that's something to actually consider. Once they're upgraded, it's just that I can see the battles getting tougher and tougher. I just hope that I'm not going to have to depend on the mercenary commanders in order to advance. The game is balanced without them, right? It's not assuming that you have them. Hopefully not. Anyway, like I said, they say there are going to be opportunities to get more of them in the future. Hopefully that happens soon. I want more Largo. Wow, 60,000 health. No wonder he was so hard to bring down. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I just thought we'd do a little update as to where I am. I have not forgotten this game, and I have been working on it. So if we have anything else in the near future, maybe another event or more progress, we can revisit the game. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.